Hey ladies, this is Anika, and I'm coming to you with this video for the group. Well, not for the group, but just a few people. I know a lot of you already know this information, so if you know it, don't jump up on here with your negative comments. Let's keep it kosher, let's keep it real, and let's keep it together. Um, we sometimes we make things harder than they could be or should be. Your intentions, your heart, what you have on your mind is the most powerful thing when it comes to spiritual baths and in your intentions, um, manifestations. Now, with the spiritual bath thing, it is not hard. It's so simple to the fact that you can be like, oh, and I'm gonna tell you, half of the stuff I already had in my cabinet because I like to cook. And I make my own waters and I make infused water. So a lot of the stuff I already had. Now this bath for me is going to be simple because my last bath was a self-love bath. And when I tell you I was out in the woods picking flowers, you'd have thought somebody was getting married. You'd have thought that bathroom was set up for somebody's honeymoon. But really, I was marrying myself. I was becoming one with who I really am. And that's what happened. This bath, everything is how I want it. And I just want to just add a little bit of spice to my manifestations and into my affirmations and just mix it all together, blend it up. Somebody walked by. I live in an apartment. Now, Epsom salt, $1, and it already has lavender in it, lavender infused. Sea salt, $1. Baking soda, 2 for $1. Oregano, cinnamon, $1. Even the cinnamon sticks were $1. Rosemary, $1.98. Excuse me. Bay leaves, $1. Now these came out of the spiritual store for $4, but they sell them by the ounce. And this bag was fat and full a couple of months ago when I got it. But and I got this much because this other thing I'm doing where I'm burning a bay leaf every day for 30 days. So I needed it in bulk. So you don't have to spend a lot. I have essential oils from months ago. The thing about spiritual baths is when you buy this stuff, you don't have to buy it again for a long time. Like this is still some of the same stuff from February or April, somewhere along in there, you know? So, and then some of it was from the new moon in Taurus or in April, I think. So, excuse me. Oil, $1. I use this because I make blessed oils. And my blessed oil is for everything. Whatever you rub it on, it's going to work. And it's not as heavy because it's an olive and vegetable blend. $1. $1. Drop you some rosemary down in here. Okay? Drop you a cinnamon stick down in here. Whatever you pray over or intent, drop it in here. Set it in the cabinet. 6 weeks. And sometimes it works faster. And then you got your oils and you got your scent all in one. It's not that hard. Visit your Dollar General. Go to the spice section and get all that you think you would need. Because it's there and it's not as expensive as you think it is. You do not have to go to the local botanica. You do not have to go to the health food stores and all of that. You can go straight to the grocery stores now because now a lot of them have the health food section or the organic sections, and we are easily able to maneuver to get what we need for these rituals and stuff that we're doing. So that was it on the spiritual baths, my ladies. I'm going to take you this way. I ain't no camera girl, so don't be talking no junk. As you can see, this is my altar. Upon my altar, let me move my tarot cards and my little sage pot where I burn my incense and my sage right here. I keep my tarot cards right here beside it because in the mornings when I get up, that's what I do. When I finish meditating, I see what is in store for me for the day. Now, as you get here to my altar, as you can see, I have the pitcher. I have the water, fresh water every day, because that's going to make a difference. You wouldn't sit no water up there for your grandma and leave it up there 3 or 4 days without changing it, because grandma wouldn't do that to you. So if you do have an altar set up and you feel like things aren't going right for you, is you feeding grandma now? Are you giving grandma them some fresh water, fresh libation? I mean, wine, whatever it is that they like. Because my grandmother would take her little sip of wine, and she liked the cookies and sweets and stuff, and she likes her water. She also likes plants. I do have a plant. It's a basil plant, but I got it sitting in the sun right now. Altars don't have to be that elaborate as well. Like, I've added to this as I went along. As you saw before, at first it was just, basic stuff. Now this is the one that is solely for my ancestors. And I don't know if you can see, like right here is where I burn my ancestor money. Now listen, when I tell you this made all the difference in everything, this made all the difference. When I was praying and talking with my grandmother and them and sitting at the altar and just working it, things were happening, but it was happening. But I went to spiritual store, found me some ancestor money with the Emperor Jade. This is real, on Joss paper. And I began to burn the ancestor money. When I first got it, I burned 10 at a time, like 2 or 3 times a day, because I felt like I was playing catch up. So what I would do, I would take me 5 of them. On them, I would write to my grandmother Lois from Nika. And then I would put the ancestors known and unknown. And this would be to my spirit guides, God, or whatever. And I would fold it. I fold it. And when I fold it towards me. You can even write on it who it's going to. And that's what I do. And then I take my lighter and I light my ancestor money. And when I light my ancestor money, it lights a green, it lights up bright. That's how I know they're getting it. Look at that. I lay it there. I take me 2 more. Thank you, ancestors unknown. I do the same thing. Here you go. And I lay it there. Tonight, I'm going to dress a candle. And when I dress that candle, I'm going to use the ashes from my ancestor money, and I'm going to use bay leaves that I'm going to write on, and then I'm going to crumble them up. I'm going to soften my wax, and I'm going to make one big ball out of it. And that's what I'm going to use, because I'm in business and I'm in school and I'm trying to manifest some clients. I'm trying to manifest some money to do what I need to do. And hey, I'm pulling all the stops in one of the best ways. And you don't even have to do all these other rituals. Like, I do the bay leaf rituals and I burn ancestor money. I don't too much go any further than that, because that's pretty much what I need. This is to the Most High. She's beautiful. She deserves it. So that is, and also, yes, I do still have my Bible, and it is marked to certain passages. And the reason being is because I left church and religion. I didn't leave God and spirituality. In church, I was so elevated. I was a prophetess. I was a teacher. I was evangelist. I was doing so much. So when I decided to leave church, it wasn't that I wasn't awakened already. I was in church and awake, and I was sitting there cringing in my seat at some of the stuff I was hearing. And then I got tired of being asked, why aren't you taking communion? Because I don't want to drink nobody's blood and eat nobody's flesh. So, but don't get me wrong. I don't shun my Bible. I keep it right here at my altar as well. Now, yes, eventually I'm going to get to where I have a bigger table and more stuff, but I'm keeping it simple because right now I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment and it's me and 2 other girls, my daughters. It's 3 women in here that do you know how many clothes and how many pair of shoes that amount to? So I've been lessening things out so I can make room for more spiritual things. And the last on my list is, ladies, when you go out to do the shopping that you want to do for your spiritual baths, for your sage, just for smudging your house for meditation purposes, because I burn sage daily. Not only because it cleanses me in the areas I've been around. I do people's hair, I make jewelry, I do nails, I come in contact with a lot of people. So I have to keep myself and my aura cleansed, but also around me, and my children are in school. So when they come home, I'm smudging, I'm saging them. I'm making sure that, I'm doing every type of defense I can to keep my energy clean and my space clean. Now, I like to shuffle. I just do. Sometimes I just feel shuffling cards. And now, when you wake up in the morning, you want to get at your altar, take your little bit of Florida water after you wash your face, you brush your teeth. Nobody wants you talking to them disrespectfully. I personally wrap my head and I cover my shoulders because out of respect, out of just total respect, and I make sure that I cleanse myself, my hands with my Florida water. This was $5 at the spiritual store. I cleanse my hands with the Florida water. I light my sage. Now, when you go out shopping for this sage, for the Palo Santo sticks, and all of that, it can get pretty expensive, because one thing I've learned is when it comes to religion, spirituality, they'll put the highest price tag on it because they know you're going to spend it. So what I did is my research, and I searched around. I went and booked a million. And let me tell you, listen, books a million, California white sage. And I looked up the place that sells it, and it's legit. Where I was paying $13 for a stick like this was $5.99. This is gonna last me forever, because see, with this you can take a little pieces off at a time. It don't take a lot to smudge yourself, to smudge your area black. And then I like smoke blends, so a lot of this stuff is for that as well. And then we have the black sage. For 3 it was $7.99. Bulk. Hollywood, Palo Santos. There's 6 sticks in here for $7.99. I was going to the local botanica and they were charging me $3 a stick. And I was buying it because I feel like this. I was giving my tithes and offering to the church and watching the pastor go out to eat, and I go home and eat oodles and noodles. I've given my money to the church building fund, and we still was in the same church, but pastor had a new car. So buying in bulk will save you time and money, because this moon coming every month. It's like your period. Don't you buy sanitary stuff that you need every month, and you don't just go buy one, you buy it in bulk. So we should do that when it comes to our spirituality. When we have it, buy it and buy it in bulk, and we have it. And you don't have to fret or stress or worry. But the main thing about all of this, ladies, is this. Your intentions, what you want. I am healthy, so is my family. I am wealthy, so is my family. Then, like I said, I have my pentacles, and I wrote on them exactly, what I, want. I know it's makeshift, but it's my intention in it. And then I have my prayer of gratitude. Now, all this is from the new moon of September the 28th, and I leave it there, and I look at it every day. I read it every day. It's right up above my altar, so I can't miss it. So the next moon, which is this weekend, I'll have a whole new get up, a whole new setup, and and I'll be going from there until the next moon, and it'll stay up. So altar, intentions, bath, and just keep it that simple. I just want you to know I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate this group. I don't have no friends, y'all my friends, because that's just how it is when you start this walk. People fall off, places fall off, things fall off, and that's just what it is. It can be a lonely walk, but no, you're not alone, because I'm not. Anytime I feel like I'm alone, I walk outside, I find a feather, I find change, I find marbles, and that's their way of letting me know that you are not alone. So ladies, this is my way of letting you know that you are not alone. We are here. Iron sharpens iron. That's one of the scriptures out of the Bible that I like as well. Iron sharpens iron. So what one knows, and it teaches it to another, and it teaches to another. And a lot of people like to say each one teach one, but I like to say each one reach one. Because if can't teach you, because you may already know, or you may think you know, or you may know a little more than me, but I want to be able to reach you at least. So I hope that this video reached you guys. Hope it won't be the last of many, and I hope it's not too long. Thank you.